was a little foggy out there in Anderson County. Downtown Clinton showing us some foggy conditions here to get the morning started. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. How was the holiday weekend? If you're joining us this morning and you didn't join all weekend long, I sure hope you had a great holiday weekend. We are live on Instagram and all East Tennessee weather platforms here first thing this morning. So glad you could join for Wake Up with Witcher. We want to take you back outside here for a second and show you what it looks like from downtown Anderson County. That would not be it. We'll get that right for you here this morning. There we go. That's a live look in downtown Clinton, I should say, in Anderson County. And again, it's a foggy start to the day. All right, let's talk temperatures. Yesterday, we made it to 79 degrees to keep us all in check, and more so myself. Yesterday, I was forecasting 81 degrees, so we didn't quite hit the 81 yesterday. We picked up 7/700ths of an inch of rain officially in Crossville, and then we didn't really see a whole lot of rainfall in other locations around town. But we're going to start to see a little bit more of an uptick in those rain chances. So we still have a ridge of high pressure across the west coast. We still have a trough hanging out across the eastern U.S., and this trough is what's going to shove a couple cold fronts through the area. So, yeah, we do have two cold fronts heading our way this week, plus a UT football game on Saturday, home game. And there are some changes, by the way, to your Saturday forecast, which, of course, I'll walk you through your 7-day. So most of the energy is off to our west right now. You can see how it's slowly starting to work its way across the state. We've already got a couple of showers out there across the state. And here at home, we've got a couple of showers over into parts of, Sevier County, Cott County, moving out of Morgan into Anderson, and also Roane County. So heads up Knox County, also northern McMinn and Monroe County seeing a couple of showers this morning. So that's really going to be the story here. Temperatures are mild and muggy. We're in the 50s and 60s with some mid-60s across the Southern Valley. And some areas are a little bit warmer than other areas, but not all areas are, most areas are seeing a little bit warmer weather this morning than what we were yesterday. All right, we got your 7-day forecast and, of course, your future cast model, kind of timing everything out for you. That's coming up right after a quick break.
21 Ford Explorer Timberline 4x4, $36,990. 22 Ford Mustang Convertible EcoBoost Premium, $25,550. 22 Ford Escape SEL All-Wheel Drive, $24,950. Ray Varner Ford, pre-owned vehicles you can afford.
All right, Carcane's like, come on, let's hurry up and get on with some good weather and rain already. You want the rain? Do you want the rain? Good morning, Heidi. How are you this morning? We've got Linda and Carol and Eva joining us this morning as well, along with Kathy and Jerry. Jerry, did you get some rest? She says, well, I got a little bit of rest. I took about a 45-minute nap yesterday. That's about all I could get. All right, let's walk you through the future cast here today. Picking up on a little bit of that activity that we're already seeing. So from now through noon, do anticipate some spotty to scattered showers, kind of a mild and muggy start to the day. Clouds will break up some through the second part of the day, and we're likely to have a few more showers before the day is over. But I think we're just going to continue to hang on to the opportunity anyways to seeing just a little bit of rain around the area. By the way, if you're joining us from Instagram, got 5 or 6 folks on there this morning. So good morning to you. All right, Orange Hat Brewing Company is joining us as well. Big shout out to Rod. If that's you, Rod, maybe it's you, maybe it's not. Maybe it's somebody else. I don't know. Maybe somebody else is running your account. And we talked about you yesterday, if that is Rod. And I showed some pictures from the wedding. So again, big shout out and big congratulations to Rodney Ramin. Getting married on Sunday night. All right, so a little bit of rain, but not everybody gets the rain here today. Forecast high temperatures do top out into the upper 70s to low 80s. So once again, just to keep us all in check, our average high for this time of year is 87 degrees. So we're still trending about 10 degrees below average. So it's been nice. Hopefully you've had a chance to really enjoy that. 77 by 6 down to 68 degrees by 10 o'clock tonight. All right, let's talk rain chances here. They're going to gradually increase, and I've added a 30% chance of rain for our Saturday. We've got a big old football game. Kickoff is at 3:30 against ETSU, and we may have to deal with some rain showers. We may. Let me show you what I'm talking about on the big picture. We'll start you off with a high-resolution forecast model, and we pick up our timeline this morning, kind of give you an idea of how this is all progressing its way from west to east throughout the next 24 to 48 hours. Clouds, more cloud coverage and sunshine is going to be with us as this trough hangs out with us. Little energy, pieces of energy start to slide on through. Cold front number 1 starts to head our way. It's off to our north and west. So again, cold front number 1 will start to slide its way to the southeast. So we'll see increasing chances for rain tomorrow, but I think we'll see a little bit better coverage of rainfall on into our Thursday as cold front number 1 comes on through. Cold front number 2 is going to slide through Friday into Saturday. And while originally it was not showing much in the way of rainfall, it is now starting to introduce some rain. That's as far as that model goes. Otherwise, I'll have to show you a really low resolution model. Don't want to do that. But the point of the story is we're going to see elevated rain chances. And so if you are going to be doing some tailgating on Saturday, again, we'll keep you posted. It's only Tuesday, so make sure you check back in to see how the rest of see how it's all playing out, really. See how that weekend's all playing out. Good morning, Lisa. How are you this morning? Let's talk about that 7-day forecast. Again, as I mentioned, average high is 87 degrees for this time of the year. Come on, clicker. There it goes. Maybe. There we go. All right, average high is 87. Our warmest day is probably going to come through on Friday ahead of cold front number 2. Cold front number 2. Now, it's not going to cool us down drastically, but what it will do is it's going to drop our dew point numbers, and our dew points will come down. So our dew points start to climb, and then the cold front number 2 tanks our dew points on Sunday into Monday. It's short-lived, though. Most of the models indicating a little bit more of a return flow probably as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So just a quick little shot of some cooler, drier air. Below average temperatures continue for the next 7 days, and that's what we get to experience. Again, it's rather foggy out there to get the morning started. That's a live look there in downtown Clinton and Anderson County. So some of you are dealing with some rain. Some of you are going to be dealing with some fog, and that's about the extent of it. Good morning, Brian. How are you this morning? Oh, it's Brian. Brian was on the Orange Hat. What's up, Brian? Everyone say hi to Brian. Saw him at the wedding on Sunday night, so it was a lot of fun. All right, and great stuff going on, by the way, at Orange Hat. Did you know that they have food now? They have a whole kitchen now. It's cool. Like, their flats are amazing. It's about time, Brian. It's about time, buddy. Just kidding. Just kidding. Let's get to work with those national holidays, shall we? Oh, we'll take it back outside before we do so and show you what it looks like from high up on top of Anakeesta. How about them apples? Pretty cool shot there from the brand new East Tennessee Anakeesta camera. Ooh, it was cool. And by the way, we'll be getting some time lapses on there as well. I had a time lapse from yesterday, so now we're starting to time lapse these cameras. Well, I have been every single day, but trying to time lapse this camera, anyways. All right, national holidays for the day today. Of course, it is September 2nd. Anybody celebrating a birthday today? Let me know in the chat. Good morning, Becky. How are you? All right, it's National VJ Day. The war is over. The war is over. How about that day? All right. On September 2nd, National VJ Day, Victory over Japan Day recognizes Allied forces' victory over Japan during World War II. Officials announced the surrender of Japan to the Allies on August 15th, 1945. The official signing of the surrender took place on September 2nd, 1945, officially ending World War II. It's National Another Look Unlimited Day. Huh? What is that? All right, National Another Look Unlimited Day on this day after Labor Day provides us an opportunity for fall cleaning. All right, here we are. Are you feeling green? Has stuff piled up around the house since spring cleaning time? This observance is a day dedicated to taking a look around your house and ridding of all the excess things you have accumulated. Think spring cleaning meets fall cleaning. I like that. You got to clean it. I feel like you got to clean every quarter. Otherwise, it just piles up on you. It's National Blueberry Popsicle Day. Sounds pretty good. I like blueberry popsicles. I like the blueberry, Greek yogurt blueberry popsicles. Those ones are good. All right, let's switch gears. Let's talk about weather history on this day in history. In 1989, 8 cities along the Gulf Coast region reported record high temperatures for this date as readings soared into the upper 90s from Houston, Texas to Port Arthur, hitting 99 degrees. In 1988, unseasonably hot weather prevailed in the northwestern U.S. Afternoon highs of 98 were also reported in Olympia, Washington, and Seattle. That is hot. In 1987, late evening thunderstorms in the Northern Plains region produced wind gusts of 75 miles per hour in Montana and a hot flash in Reddig, South Dakota. The temperature in Reddig rose to 66 degrees at 10 p.m. to 86 degrees by 11 p.m. Well, that's a big old warm up. In 1985, after teasing residents along the Gulf for 2 days, Hurricane Elena finally came ashore in Biloxi, Mississippi. The hurricane packing winds of 127 miles per hour caused more than $1 billion of damage. In 1950, the temperature in Mecca, California soared to 126 degrees, establishing a record for the month of September. The low was a whopping 89. And in 1935, perhaps the most intense hurricane ever to hit the U.S. struck the Florida Keys with 200 mile per hour winds. The hurricane produced a 15-foot tide and waves 30 feet high. 400 people perished in the storm on Labor Day. The barometric pressure at the in Florida, anyways, hit a record low for the U.S. of 26.35 inches of mercury. And now moving on to history. In 1985, it was announced that the Titanic had been found. Let's see. In 1969, how about this? NBC canceled Star Trek. The show had debuted on September 8th of 1966. In 1963, the Angels became the first white all-female group to have number one record. The song was My Boyfriend's Back. Ooh, now that's going to be stuck in your head all day long. My boyfriend's back. Okay, I won't sing. In 1945, Ho Chi Minh declared the independence from the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Let me see if I can get that right. Ho Chi Minh. In 1945, Japan surrendered to the U.S. There we go. We just talked about that. And in 1897, the first issue of McCall's magazine was published. The magazine was known previously as Queen's Magazine and Queen of Fashion. How about that? All right, those are your national holidays. Hey, we got some sunshine out there. Here's a cool view. Here's a cool view. That's a live look at Fox Road Marina this morning. You already see the little bubbling of clouds. A sign of some instability in the atmosphere. You can also see some instability in the atmosphere with those mid-level macro clouds, if you will. That's a sign of instability in the atmosphere as well. Morning, Seth. I'll see you here in just a couple of hours. We're going to be heading up to Gatlinburg today, aren't we, Seth? To go talk to our friends over at Anakeesta. So that'll be a lot of fun. Let's see if I have any new Witchers pictures. I don't think I had any this morning. I'll double check on that for you. But anyways, let's see here. We had a couple. There we go. We had a good one from Elaine Ombre behind the lens. Another great shot of a sunset here in East Tennessee. That's a September arrives in Maryville, she says. This is a sad day. Missy Mowdy. Closing for the season. Norris Lake. Closing for the boat season. And I don't know if I showed you this yesterday. This was sent in by Felicia when she was at the Balloon Festival just the other day. So some great views there. All right, my friends. Let's see. Eva says we're getting some rain there in Cocke County. Yeah, get a little bit of rain out there this morning. Make sure that you track it. Scan that QR code at the bottom right-hand side of the screen. Listen, if you don't have the East Tennessee Weather app, make sure you download it. Several folks every single day say, thank you for posting so much weather information to Facebook. You're very welcome. All that information gets also posted to all the East Tennessee Weather platforms. So you can check it out anywhere. Make sure you download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's just a great tool to have in your back pocket to always be on top of Mother Nature. But Mother Nature gets hot flashes too, right? She crazy. Changes all the time, right? I will come see you. Lisa, email me one more time. Right after the show, email me. We will come stop by. Let me know exactly where you work again. I forget. So just email me, mike@easttnweather.com. We'll be up there at around 11, so I don't know what time it's going to be because we got to do some shooting for Anakeesta. And we're doing a reel. So you'll see that reel about Anakeesta, a little bit more about what they are and who they are and what they're all about. That'll be coming up on social media probably later on this week or next week. All right, my friends, have a great day. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. See you back here tomorrow.